Are you thinking about buying or selling a home, or are a real estate professional and want to keep up to date with what's happening in the Twin City real estate market, trends, stats? Then come hang out with us for a little while. Hi, I'm Kirk Duckwall, and welcome to the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. I'd like to welcome Danny Dietl, broker, co-owner, BRIX Real Estate, coming in today. We're going to do a little bit of a different kind of show today. We're going to kind of break down. I know you mentioned, hadn't we done this show before? And I'm like, yeah, 4 years ago. But wanted to dive in. I mean, a lot has happened in the last 4 years. And we're going to kind of talk about the company that we're co-owners of, you're the broker of, which is BRIX Real Estate. And some of the benefits, and this show is going to be geared a little bit more towards the real estate professional out there as to what it is we started with BRIX, why we started it, a little bit of our background, and some of the benefits there. So that being said, BRIX Real Estate, now up to four majority owners kind of, and one minority owner, or two, something like that, in that range. Yep. And we decided to form this, and all coming kind of from different backgrounds, where we originally started. I know my brother Adam, who's not with us today, but I mean, he comes from a teaching background, right? And I come from a construction background. You were investment banking?
Financial advisor. Morgan Stanley, yeah.
Yeah, and then...
and soccer coach.
Yep. And then Jessica comes from, she was worked in the restaurant industry, and there's Dawn. She's been around the real estate industry for a long time as well. Yep. But we all came from very different backgrounds, but found ourselves in the real estate industry. And why don't you start off how kind of you and Adam got connected?
Adam and I got connected originally. We were doing acquisition work for this institutional investor that kind of came to town. That story alone is kind of interesting. I was driving around with them. They ended up becoming the largest single property management owner in the country. Basically dropped me off from downtown. It was a Wednesday, and they said, get us 20 properties by Friday. I said, oh, okay. We'll do our best. And realized it was certainly too big of a job for one agent. So connected with Adam through a lender acquaintance. He said, hey, I'll bring the team over. Came over the next day, and we did like a 24-hour run. We were just trying to come up with systems. And this is kind of early-ish days of electronic signatures. Yep. And anyway, so Adam brought his team over, and we just got to know each other, really realized that we had a lot in common. After we kind of realized we didn't really want to focus on these institutional investors as our primary core business.
Yeah, I think I helped with that for all of about 2 weeks or something.
It was interesting to see how institutional money values real estate. I mean, the lessons learned in a 6-week period, it was an MBA level education in a very short window. Mm-hmm. So it expedited our processes in a way that would have taken years otherwise. And very quickly we were like, hey, we need to be working together. I wasn't going to go where he was. He wasn't going to come where I was. I wanted to leave where I was anyways. And so we just kind of put our heads together and say, hey, let's just start a brokerage. And there was always an idea that, hey, there'd probably be a couple other people that will kind of come with or join. But if nothing else, both of us are big believers in the fiduciary aspect of this business. So many brokerages focus on sales. We really had to focus on doing what is best for our clients. And unfortunately, that's actually a little hard to find in this industry. That's not to say that there aren't amazing agents at absolutely every brokerage out there, but kind of collectively where that is the focus.
The client and community focus.
Yeah. We were like, hey, if we just run our businesses and we get to work together, great. If it grows into something else, fantastic. But it wasn't really our main objective. And then very shortly after, you came over and a handful of other people from the same brokerage and a couple from mine. And, I just got a message from a buddy of mine who's going to be in town this week, and he's in insurance. There was a anyways, the last message I had with him was from 2017. I was like, hey, we got 15 agents, so we got the metro covered. Like, don't worry about it. And I think we're up to like 45-ish now. Yeah. And like agent count and things like that. I mean, they're kind of goofy metrics in a lot of ways. There's a lot of brokerages with huge counts of agents. And our thing has always been, we don't want the most people, we want the right people.
We want, about the agents that are really looking to do the best job for their clients and really learn the industry, learn our market.
Yeah,
and
it's
be a better agent.
Yes, yeah. It's how do you become a really good technical? That's always been my belief. If you're really good technically, the business will come. I mean, there are people who are technically pretty insufficient who do substantial business.
Right.
So there's a lot of ways to do it, but our focus is be the best agent you can and represent your clients. I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer, but it's not everybody.
It's kind of funny how the other pieces of the pie come together very well when you do go client-focused, consumer-focused, because then you do want the best tech for your agents. You do want the best tools and resources, support for them so they can be the best for the consumer out there. And I know where I had come from, I really enjoyed my time there, but where I was watching the dollars and cents be spent on the corporate level, I'm like, they're spending tens of thousands of dollars a month for an office space that, isn't getting used by more than 10% of the agents that are there. What benefit is that serving the consumer?
Right.
Or billboard campaigns geared to just get people to come in, use their website. What benefit is that for the consumer? Like as far as, helping them get a better price for their home or get a home for a lower price if they're a buyer out there.
Right. Brokerage splits and tax or fees and all that. You got to look at it almost like a tax, right? So like you pay your federal, state, property taxes, all that. You have no say in where those dollars go. In the brokerage world, you can go from brokerage to brokerage and find a better fit for where the dollars that you're contributing to the brokerage are actually allocated, right? So certainly we look for input on a per agent basis. They don't get to make every decision, but we tend to get the agents that are looking at how we're spending dollars and they're saying, you know what, this is aligned with how I want to work and operate. Whereas, in a lot of ways, like with the really big box brokerages, there's the fees and expenses that they're getting spent in ways that aren't necessarily beneficial to your business or, more importantly, to your clients.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those where, people, they see the glitz and glamour of the low commission split, but then they like, wait, now I'm getting no support. I'm getting nothing for my clients. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to kind of break down some of that where the dollars and cents do go. We'll be right back. Our local sponsors are BRIX Real Estate, Network Title, Eric Bloomstrad and Chad Preby with Bell Bank Mortgage, Structure Tech Home Inspections, James Tufson with Country Financial, along with Cregan's Construction and Grey Duck Staging and Design.
Hi, I'm Ruben with Structure Tech Home Inspections. Everyone knows you should have a home inspection before you buy a home, but we've heard of home buyers being encouraged to skip the home inspection in this crazy market to make their purchase offer more attractive. Now they're facing tens of thousands of dollars in unexpected repairs. I'm telling you now, don't skip the home inspection. Here at Structure Tech, we can get your home inspected quickly, and we offer a full line of services. Visit us online at structuretech.com to learn more.
Don't fall for the billboards or the clickbait. There is no such thing as today's rate. Mortgages and mortgage rates are individual to you. Chad Preby and Eric Bloomstrand with Bell Bank Mortgage are here to show you the formula to get your best rate. Once you know this formula, you can mortgage shop with confidence. Find us online at chadpreby.com. That is chadpreby.com. NMLS 1462493, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Kirk Duckwall with BRIX Real Estate and the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest financial transactions people make. Before you make your next move, download our free Smart Home Buyer or Smart Seller guides to give you the edge in our real estate market. From deal hunting to knowing the right repairs for maximizing value, these free guides have it all. Check them out and more at BRIXTwinCities.com under publications. Welcome back to the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Today, talking with Danny Dietl, broker owner of BRIX Real Estate, talking about some of the benefits, a history of BRIX Real Estate, and more from a real estate professional end of things. So, last segment, we touched on kind of our personal history and why we formed the company. Wanted to dive in to the history of the company, what's been going on. I mean, we're actually in the St. Paul office, our very first office space. Of course, now we're in the expanded side of that, out of the old carpeted studio that we had. But that was many moons ago, right?
It was.
So, I mean, company started in 2015, right? Was it
April Fool's Day?
Okay.
Yeah, April 1st, 2015. So.
The joke's still on them. So yeah, okay. April Fool's Day, 2015. Company starts up, and yeah, it was just a little handful of agents at that moment in time.
It's just a glimmer in our eye.
Yeah.
At the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember it wasn't too long though before that the sign got hung on the St. Paul office here, and also started with the little satellite Minneapolis office as well. Now how many? Where are we at?
Somewhere around 45 agents, and we're on pace to surpass over $1 billion in transaction volume for our history this year. So that's kind of a fun number to think about. Obviously, it's the clients that produce that number and everything, but that people trusted us with that level of dollars and real estate is pretty exciting.
Yeah. And now, 5 offices that we have. So Maple Grove now, Stillwater, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Burnsville. Did I miss any?
No,
I think I
that's it. And the offices are really meant to be, good landing spots for agents, so everybody has access to all of them, and meet with clients, print, internet, and all that. Seems to be a good balance. There's a lot of people are going in the cloud, but what we've seen is even a lot of brokerages that live in the cloud. The agents or teams are still getting their own office space.
Physical office, yeah.
Yeah, and so we understood the importance, and that's and this was our debate. Remember day one? It was.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to make the move unless we get an office, and
Yeah.
and it was one because I know, and it's just styles of work that. I got to get out of the house and be able to sit down and focus, and so like a physical office with actual offices, not just a only open. So we've kind of done this blend across the board.
Yeah, and to your credit, begrudgingly, we've had a lot of back and forth over the years where I'm pretty adamant it's going to be this way. You say it's going to be this way, and more often than not, I end up kind of veering over to your direction. But that kind of speaks to our openness and the direction that this goes. We're not we'll maneuver how we need to in order to make it work for everyone.
Well, and I think that gets to the point of being collaborative, right? We knew to make this work as a successful independent small brokerage that us as the owners would have to be all in. really going, hey, we're going to make this work, and the decisions we're making for ourselves are, we're going to do the same things for the other agents that come over,
Right.
And so, for a very long time, everybody was on the exact same split, right? And so, we really try to take that, suggestions and talk about them in a good way, and really try to do what's best for the company. And I know, one of the things that we try to do too is our monthly meetings, invite agents to make suggestions, talk about things that are working, not working, bring things forward. I mean, I remember last meeting, we were talking about some CMA sites that was brought forward and discussing, hey, is this something that makes sense? And, a lot of the programs that we have in place were all started off of thoughts or ideas and just trying things out.
Yep.
So, one of the things that I hear over and over is the kind of supportive environment, because I know as we see a lot of agents shifting to the virtual brokerages, I've heard things about a lack of support. And I'm not saying that's the case everywhere, but that I can't get a hold of my broker.
Yeah, well, and that's a multi-layered issue, but when I think of support, I think of it like insurance. So you might not need the support on 80% of the transactions that you do if you're a good agent, but our phone rings a lot, and we have agents who are incredibly thoughtful and intentional in making sure that they are always getting the best answers. And we see in transactions with other agents where it's like a lot of people just wing it, and our group is always looking for the best answer. That doesn't mean I have it as the broker. This is a combination of really all the executive team and the entire brokerage. I mean, there are agents that we will go to and say, how did you deal with this issue? So we're always very intentional about not just getting an answer, but the best. And sometimes that means calling the attorney or a couple attorneys.
Yeah.
What really is the best way to do this, and make sure that we've got the information that everybody needs. So if you don't need the insurance on 80%, it's like driving your car. You might not have an accident for 4 years, but then you get into an accident, and if you don't have that support or that backstop there, it can get very problematic for you very, very fast. Yeah.
Well, I know too, I think also is an environment where, critical thinking as well. Hey, is this really the right way to deal with something? I'm gonna reach out. I know, I'll get calls from agents, and I'll be like, well, I'm 98% sure. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to call Danny up, right? Yeah. Just to really, like you say, bounce things off of each other. Or I mean, if I, on the same hand, even if it's not transactional and we're talking about marketing ideas and things like that, I'll have agents that reach out, like, is this a good thing to do or not? And I think between our group, we've tried a lot of things.
Yeah, we've spent all the money that needs to be spent to know what works and what doesn't, and then it's just kind of sharing that down the line.
Well, I know, one of the other things as far as resources, that we've tried to come up with, not only are these great things for the clients, which are our BRIX reports that we put out once a year, but this is a hyper-local publication about things going on around the Twin Cities, as well as market updates. And I know agents as well as clients find this super helpful. But that said, kind of the guides that we have talking about collaboration, these two guides, the smart home buyer and the smart seller, these were put together with the help of our agents, right? And the things they've seen that work well, don't work well, and help guide buyers and sellers. And you can see all those at BRIXTwinCities.com or TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com under publications. They're there as tools to help people out. I mean, you've regularly mentioned, like, hey, I just sent this out to clients. And,
yeah, I mean, I love it. It's basically, it takes everything that's in an agent's head, it puts it on paper, it allows a a buyer or a seller to absorb it on their timeline. So you get somebody who's thinking about buying and selling or, whatever in the next year. This is such good information. I just had a client recently, and Kirk is the primary writer of these. So kudos to him, but again, open to ideas and suggestions. But the feedback I got was they read the book. What do you call it? The fight list?
Yes, the fight starter.
Yeah, the fight starter. So it's basically prioritizing, what's most important to you in your home purchase. Location,
like
budgets.
Truly, what's important to you,
Yeah.
not just like I want a big kitchen.
Yeah, and the clients came back and they said, hey, we did the fight starter list, and we are completely on the same page. Now, what happened as a result is they are now more excited about making this move because they had that conversation. And yeah, it's great when they're all on the same page. But if they're not, it gives them an opportunity to absorb it and resolve it before they get into the search, and makes it much more frustrating if you don't know what your partners is on
Well,
an
yeah,
issue.
I mean, this, talking about being client first, these are to help the home buyers and the home sellers, which in return helps the agent help with their search. So, a couple other programs that we have I want to touch on here before the commercial break is, now we've formed this Build with BRIX, which is a coaching program through how to grow your sphere as an agent, stay in touch with all the people you should be in touch with, provide the content and the things you should be thinking about, and event stuff as well, and helping with that, as well as our leads team for maybe an agent who wants a little help, program that we've put together that makes this process of getting leads, working with them that come in online, a lot easier than we've seen other programs. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Danny, I'm going to invite you to kind of, tell us your favorite thing about the company or the story that you have. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Not every title company is the same. There are many people involved with each real estate transaction, and all of them need to be in the loop or a closing may get delayed. This is why the people at Network Title strive to provide swift scheduling and communication between the buyers, sellers, agents, and lenders. We know moving can be stressful, however, your closing does not need to be. Check us out online at network-title.com.
My name is James Tobson with Country Financial. Anyone can sell you insurance. However, is it going to be the insurance you need? When life pops up with its surprises, you want the right coverage. When it comes time to find or renew your policy, give me a call. I would love to review your existing policy and show you what I can do for you. You can email me at james.tobson@countryfinancial.com or give me a call at 651-365-3408.
Hi, I'm Becca, owner of Grey Duck Staging. With today's home buyers beginning their journey exclusively online, the look and feel of your home matters more than ever. Whether it's a simple in-home consultation, a refresh using your current furniture, or a whole home staging, our goal is always the same: showing your home in the best light and helping you achieve the highest sales price possible. To learn more, visit us at greyduckstaging.com or check us out on Instagram at greyduckstaging.
Welcome back to the Twin Cities Real Estate Show, talking today about BRIX Real Estate. If you are a real estate professional, a real estate agent looking to maybe find out more about us, check us out online at brixtwincities.com, or more information about joining our company can also be found at join.brixtwincities.com. Thank you again, Danny, for coming in. Real quick, kind of what is one of your favorite things, or a couple favorite things about BRIX in our past 7 years?
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorites is, and we've got another one coming up though, is the events that we do.
Client appreciation events.
Client appreciation, yeah, which
and agent appreciation, just appreciating everybody who's good to us in this industry.
And it's that doesn't give you a really good sense of actually what these events are, right? It's like, you show up, maybe you get a slice of pizza and a
nope.
No, this is like
full blown event,
full blown party.
Yeah.
Live music, what do we have last year? We had fire performers and face painting,
Axe throwing,
metalworking for the kids, and it's been at Central.
palm reading,
tacos and margaritas and non-alcoholic drinks, and it's and the music again, just fantastic, full stage. I mean, it's a full-blown party. We're not there asking for referrals and trying to sell anything. It is purely appreciation for the clients that have trusted us through the years, and our appreciation to our own agents for being part of this. Last 2 parties it rained, and you got Ben out there dancing, a whole bunch of people
doing the work,
dancing in the rain. Almost nobody left, and I just think
it was
about
a downpour.
Yeah, and I think people like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with a bunch of realtors. Like, oh, that doesn't sound like fun. And these parties have grown. I think we had 700 people there last year, and we're moving to even a bigger location at the same site.
Yeah, and
this
we're
year.
not sitting there charging our agents to make money off of this.
Yeah,
or pay for
it's
it.
really it's really such. I mean, it's one of my favorite things of the year, and I know it is for clients too. And we always make sure it's kid friendly as well, and kind of have something for everyone.
Yeah, I think Kristen put it best. It's your Super Bowl.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Again, if you have interest in BRIX Real Estate, please feel free to reach out. My cell phone number, 651-303-0019, as well as BRIXTwinCities.com. Again, that's BRIXTwinCities.com. You can see our publications. You can click on the Join BRIX, see videos of these parties and things that we do, other stuff. Thanks again. Hope everybody has a great week. People always ask realtors, what is your commission? But what they should be asking is, what is your rate of return? Commissions only vary by a couple of % from agent to agent. However, the price per square foot you get just based on their experience and the quality of marketing they use can vary by 10% or more. At BRIX Real Estate, our agents use the right marketing and have the experience to get you top dollar for your house. See what we can do for you at BRIXTwinCities.com.
Not every title company is the same. There are many people involved with each real estate transaction, and all of them need to be in the loop or a closing may get delayed. This is why the people at Network Title strive to provide swift scheduling and communication between the buyers, sellers, agents, and lenders. We know moving can be stressful, however, your closing does not need to be. Check us out online at network-title.com.
Don't forget to check us out online anytime at TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com. There you can find all of our past shows, our weekly market updates, along with the latest and greatest searching and researching tools, and our free publications to include the Smart Home Buyer Guide and the Smart Seller Guide, along with the BRIX Report. All of these free for you. If you have any real estate questions, please feel free to give us a call, 651-303-0019. Again, 651-303-0019. Happy to help answer any of your real estate questions or assist with your real estate needs.